Guaranteed success with Google Ads is as simple as just turning on smart bidding in your current Google Ads campaign, right? Well, I wish that was true, but unfortunately it's not true. And if it was true, that's all any business would need to do for success with Google Ads: launch a campaign, turn on smart bidding, and watch that money roll into their bank account. So given that, yes, smart bidding can be a great tool for your account and your campaigns to get those extra conversions and sales for your business, but I do need to clarify it is not as simple as that, and there is a step-by-step process that you need to follow in order to not only use smart bidding at the right time, but also get your targets set correctly. So in this video, let me take you through a quick overview of how smart bidding works, and then I'm going to take you through the step-by-step process that we use and we've used on countless Google Ads accounts that give us a real clear answer on whether a campaign is ready to actually be using smart bidding strategies or to adjust your target. And I'm also excited to announce that if you wait to the end of this video, I'm going to give you a preview and a live show of a new tool that we've released for our Define Digital Academy students, which actually allows this process to be completely automated. So let's firstly turn to Google and really break down what it says and how it says that smart bidding works. So essentially, the official Google word is that smart bidding uses your account data. So it goes into your device targeting, your time of day targeting, your audience targeting, your demographic targeting, to really find to the best places to spend your budget and the best searches to target, which are going to lead to more conversions. Now, it does also go on to further clarify that it not only takes data from your account, but it also aggregates that against other campaign-wide data. Now, this doesn't mean that they're taking correct competitor data, but what they definitely do is they look at the auction, they look at the results of the auction, and they try to fit in where your bids would best see some conversions. Now, whenever I'm talking to anyone who's higher placed than just your general rep inside of Google, I do really quiz them about this, because obviously the one thing that I know with Google is that when they give you reporting on certain data facts, we do know that they are using that data as part of their algorithmic purpose. So perfect example, especially for something like Google Shopping, when you go inside Google Merchant Center and you can see the competitiveness between your products and your competitors' products, search campaigns, we see that in auction insights. We do know that there is what some people would say to me, indexed data that Google uses as a baseline in order to really look to estimate what type of conversions are going to be best suited for your business. So that's why I really want to stress to you is that the greatest risk to using smart bidding inside of a Google Ads account is to use it too early. Now, I know this goes up against even what Google says, because unfortunately Google will give recommendations really quickly that you need to switch over to Maximise Conversions. But the data that we're seeing, even in this AI age of 2025, time and time again, that it is better to start, especially for Google Shopping and Google Search campaigns, to start with Max CPC or Maximize Clicks, generally Maximize Clicks, unless you're in a business that does have a really high CPC level. And then you only switch over to Maximise Conversions once you've built up some baseline conversion data. And for people who've been around Google Ads for a little bit of time, especially for people like me, essentially what we're doing with Maximise Conversions is it's recreating the actions that we used to take. Going back 8 to 10 years ago, there was a report which Google called the Dimensions tab, and you would go into that Dimensions tab and you could see a whole heap of data. So your clicks, your click-through ratio, your conversion metrics data against things like time of day, hour of the day, day of the week, also your different demographics, your different devices, and that's where you'd go in and you'd make different bid optimizations. So you would increase the bid, or you'd even exclude certain demographics, days, times of the hour, all of those things in order to really focus the most amount of budget where you're most likely to get the most conversions. And that's essentially what Maximise Conversions or Maximise Conversion Value does. It focuses your budget in the main areas where it thinks it's going to get the most conversions. And that's why you'll generally see is that when someone switches over to Maximise Conversions, they will generally ask, why do I get 3 or 4 conversions every Monday afternoon, and then I get another run of conversions on a Thursday morning, and then it goes quiet for a couple of days. And that's essentially Maximise Conversions or smart bidding doing what it's meant to do, where it's really focusing the budget in certain days of the week and also targeting to certain groups of people which it feels it's going to convert more. So the benefit of smart bidding is that this does it automatically for you. The other benefit of smart bidding is that as these trends change over time, you don't have to continually go back and tinker with the little dials around your bid adjustments and all those things because it's all fully automated. Once again, this is a powerful tool. The problem being is that most people move over too quickly or set the wrong targets, because you do need to remember with smart bidding, it's really about what the actual data you're seeing in your account, not what you want to achieve with your Google Ads campaigns. So the biggest take-home message that I really want you to get with Google Ads and smart bidding is that before you even consider moving over to a smart bidding strategy, is that you spend that time in your search, and if you're an e-commerce brand, search and shopping campaigns, and really drilling down to really work on those click-through ratios and those conversion metrics. So really working through your keyword targeting, really working through your ad copy or your product titles, and then also working through your landing pages and your offers to make sure that you are getting the best results. Now, the reason for why this becomes important, because as a byproduct of introducing smart bidding, is that you'll generally also see an increase in your cost per click. So you want to be making sure that before you turn on a Maximise Conversions or Maximise Conversion value bidding strategy, that you are happy with those baseline metrics, because you are going to be seeing an increase in CPC. So you need to make sure you're happy with the conversion rates, happy with your click-through ratios before you start introducing these settings. So what we're going to do right now is let me take you through my smart bidding checklist. And as you follow along, don't worry if you miss any of these steps, because if you follow the link in the description below, you can get access to my smart bidding checklist, which is going to take you through all of these steps so that you know whether your account is ready to introduce a smart bidding strategy. And at the end of the screen share, I'll also be giving you that preview of that AI generated smart bidding prompt, which our Define Digital Academy students now have access to. Okay, so this is the smart bidding checklist that you can get access to. And before I go take you through this step-by-step process, I do just really want to highlight that there are some golden rules that we want to focus on. The first one is that if you are unsure, you need to wait. I'm going to really go through these ones really quickly, because I'm going to also let you know about another video where I explain these golden rules to great details. You also want to make decisions on bigger chunks of data. And what I mean by that is that you don't want to be looking only at what's happened over the last 1 or 2 days. You want to be looking at what's happened over the last 4 weeks, the last 6 weeks, the last 3 months. You want to also make that you're using realistic targets. And this is especially true if you are using a target CPA. And the reason for that is that if you are really setting your CPA too low or setting your ROAS too high, what will happen is that you will actually limit the reach of your campaigns to the extent that you'll actually see reduced conversions. And the reason for that is because you're essentially saying to Google, hey Google, you can spend my money as long as you're giving me a ROAS of 600%. But if your account is only performing at 200%, there isn't enough volume, you haven't got enough account data at that ROAS of 600% in order to get that traffic. And then also just a reminder that it is really hard to get your bidding changes and your budget increases happening at the same time. And the final thing is you want to make sure that you give it time. When you do make these changes, and this will make more sense very soon as we go through this checklist, you do need to give it time for everything to go through. Now, we've got 2 levels of this checklist. I'm going to give you the example for the conversion value, but we've also got one for the target CPA. They are essentially the same steps, but what it just means is whether you're looking at a target ROAS or a target CPA. Let's just go through the target ROAS. And the first one is you want to make sure that you've got 30 conversions over the past month. Now, this is more nuanced. Obviously, there are some cases where you could have less conversions, but this still makes sense. But we just want to use that as a baseline metric. And what we're really saying there is that we want to see in your account that you're getting at least 1 conversion a day on average. So this generally means for most campaigns, you won't even be thinking about adding in smart bidding for the first 3 months, because as you go through the process of a normal Google Ads account, it might take you the first 30 days to start getting some conversions. Then it might take you the next 1 or 2 months to really get that up to a regular level until you're ready to switch over to Maximise Conversions or that Maximise Conversion value. And then we're going through a yes/no process. So if you've got, more than 30 conversions, you need to, if it's no, you just need to wait for more results. If it's yes, then comes the next question. Over the past 4 weeks, have your weekly conversions been stable with no more than a 20% variance? And what we're really looking for here is one main thing. If we just go, 1 week you might get 10 conversions, the next week you might get 1, the week after that you might get 7, the week after that you might get 2. Everything's sort of jumping around there, and you just want to, once again, just wait and give it more results. Then we get into some things where you're really looking at what other optimizations have you done in your account recently. So if you only just added in a smart bidding strategy, or you've only just adjusted your target ROAS in the last 2 or 3 weeks, once again, we'd say wait. If that's a no, you can then go through making sure that you haven't adjusted your budget. And then if you've got all of that set, you can then go through and set that target ROAS. What I want to do is that, remember that this is the sheet that all of you can access, but for those of you that are part of the Mastering Google Ads course inside of Define Digital Academy, they've also got access to this smart bidding analysis. And what you can actually do here is you do need to set up an account. This is in partnership with the great Mike Rhodes, who I've had on this channel quite a few times. And we put together this prompt where you can go through, once you've set up this account, the point of reference here is that this is actually off real account data. You firstly have to set up a Google Sheet, which pulls out data from your Google Ads account every hour. So this data is up to date. Then you just go through and click use the prompt, and we're going to execute this one. And as you can see, in about 4 or 5 seconds, you've then got data where it's gone through all of the individual campaigns. It's saying, we need to delay because we made some recent changes to the bidding. This one we need to delay because we've got unstable performance. And you can see that it's actually going through the step-by-step process, and it's telling us to wait. Now, we ran this prompt only 2 weeks ago, which is why some of these campaigns are saying to wait. So this gives us a really, really simple way of being able to go through, and we can do this on multiple accounts. And the best part about that prompt is the time that it saves. So we are now able to, within the accounts that we do coaching and management for, we can run through all of our smart bidding checks in a matter of minutes. And what it really does allow you to do is it runs through that, and if it comes back with a no or a wait, you know that that is 100% correct. Whereas if it does give you a yes to proceed, it just means that you need to go into that individual campaign, do the last checks, just make sure you're happy with the data that's being pulled in, and it's saving a lot of time. And as I said, if you want to get access to that smart bidding checklist, which is free for everyone, just follow that link in the description below. And if you do follow that link, we will also give you some extra information about how you can also access that smart bidding prompt. Thank you for joining me. My name is Aaron Young from Define Digital Academy. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, if you do want to see some real life examples of how we go through and really take this data and make live changes inside of a Google Ads account, I want you to go through and watch this video right here. See you next time.